of WCTV with Gene and Mike Kovac and Polka Time Again. I hope to entertain you for about an hour with polka and waltz music and information on where to go and enjoy that very same music. What do you think?
I think it's a great plan.
Okay, well, let's get started here this morning with Matt Slatke and the Nevermind Polka. That's unusual. And we'll be operating very shortly.
Że chodím za jinou, už se nesejdeme víc, už nebudeš víc mou. Nevíš, holko, černé oka, kde na tebe štěstí čeká. Nedělej si z toho když chlapcu znovu najdeš zas lásku svou. Nevíš, holko, černé oka, kde na tebe štěstí čeká. Nedělej si z toho když chlapcu znovu najdeš zas lásku svou.
Okay, we're off to a rousing start, and I just wanted to mention it's that time of year when a lot of animated discussion takes place. The election will be coming up shortly, and I'm sure everybody is preparing for that in the usual way.
We've got, that's right, we've got elections coming up Tuesday, November 4th, so early in the morning till late at night, I think 7:30 p.m. here in Ohio. So city elections, village elections, township elections, school boards, and also don't forget those tax levies are on the ballot. So make sure and come out and make your opinion heard. We actually had a couple requests from some folks, I think, running in elections this year, so we'll get to those a little later.
Okay, well, it's a great event. It keeps a lot of people talking, that's for sure. Okay, let's move right along. We got the Blue-Eyed Doll Polka coming up by Joe Bino out of the Youngstown area. Great, great group.
You are all the world to me. Blue eyes, lovely blue eyes. It seems you're my destiny. Gazing in your blue eyes, just like stars that shine. I'm dreaming and ever scheming to make your blue eyes all mine. Oh yeah.
Boy, a nice crowd dancing there, and looks like they were all very enthusiastic.
The Blue-Eyed Doll Polka by Joe Bino. We do have a request now from one of those politicians in the elections on Tuesday, John Coyne, longtime president of council up in Medina. He grew up watching polka varieties. His grandfather, John Coyne, was a longtime mayor of Brooklyn. In his campaign, he's emphasized roads and sidewalks, Dad. So you have any special polka that you might be able to play for John Coyne up in Medina there?
Well, boy, this is very timely, very timely. I'm sure that the candidate will like it. It's a tune by the Klansnicks called Highways Are Happy Ways, especially if they're well paid.
I was just going to say, if they're well taken care of.
When they lead the way to home, highways bring happy days to the broken hearts of Rome. And as you travel along the rivers of Maine, they will unravel until you're home to stay. Because highways are happy ways when they lead the way to home. Highways are happy ways when they lead the way to
right.
Very nice, very nice. Well, you know, we have quite a few viewers up in North Dakota, and we like to keep them informed on what's happening. What have you got there, Mike?
Well, it's Teddy Roosevelt's 167th birthday today. Born in 1858, he spent a lot of time up in North Dakota. They got a nickname, the Rough Rider State, by part of that. And one of the things, there's lots of facts with Teddy Roosevelt. He was a character, but he was the person who first named the White House officially. He put that on the official stationery in 1901. And previous to that, it was only known as the Executive Mansion. So happy birthday, Teddy Roosevelt. And we also have a request for a polka out of Minot, North Dakota. Gary Ward requested the next polka. Dad, I'm going to toss that back to you. Okay. Oddly enough, the name of the polka is?
Let's see.
Number 4.
Yes, it's the Dakota Dutchman and the
Gary's Polka.
Gary's Polka.
That's a request for Gary Ward.
I got to stop drinking in the morning.
And the Dakota Dutchman there. So
good job, good job.
Okay, well, it's hard to believe, but we are almost into November here, and so we got November events coming up at the Hofbrau houses up in Cleveland, right downtown by Playhouse Square, and over in Pittsburgh, right down on the river there. I think the Monongahela there alongside there. But on November 5th, at 5 p.m., Steve Gerkman is going to be at a keg tapping at the Hofbrau House in Pittsburgh. Then at 7 p.m., it'll be the Gerkman duo playing polkas there. Also on November 5th in Cleveland at the Hofbrau House at 5:30, Joey Tomsick and the Shotskis are going to be doing a keg tapping. Then on November 7th, the Zolkas are going to be up at the Hofbrau House in Cleveland. And on November 8th, in Cleveland, Aaron Dusing and Polka Revolution. So if you're looking for polka music, you can always find it at the Hofbrau House.
Okay. Well, this next polka, it always draws my attention. It's the 57th Street Polka. It must have been a very large city. Well, the town I grew up in, Maysville, Ohio, we had 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Street. That was it.
And actually, I forgot that the 57th Street Polka is a request from Keith Schwartz, Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania. I don't think that's that big, is it? So he remembers the 57th Street Club in Lawrenceville, and he used to play there with Al Morose back in the day.
Okay, well, we got the Garrett Totano Band with the 57th Street Polka. Okay, for all the folks on 57th Street.
A little creative camera work there by whoever was filming that. That's right. So, and I think that was, let's see, yeah, that was at Slovene Fest in Pittsburgh in 2022. So,
Okay.
interesting. Hey, that was a request by Keith Schwartz. So we've had a couple other requests today. If you've got a request out there for any specific polka music or want to celebrate a birthday or anniversary, there's a number of different ways to get a hold of us here at Polka Time Again. The easiest is just to give us a phone call at 330-410-9905, and you can leave a message there. You can email us at wctv@wadsworthcity.org. You can reach out to us on Facebook at Polka Time Again and leave us a direct message there, or you can drop us a letter at Polka Time Again, care of WCTV, 619 School Drive in beautiful Wadsworth, Ohio. We would love to hear from you.
Okay, well, I don't know what the answer to this next little polka is. It's a tune called Each Time I Hear a Polka Melody, and I know that in my case, each time I hear a polka melody, it's probably time for a Budweiser or a Schlitz.
Makes you thirsty. A Schlitz.
That's right.
Heavens,
That polka music makes you thirsty. Okay, well, let's see what it looks like. Each time I hear a polka music.
Polka melody, I asked if you would dance with me, and before too long I knew that I would fall in love, and you would love me too. Each time I hear my polka melody, I stop and think of how we met, and how that little polka has become to me. The sound I can't forget. My polka melody, I asked if you would dance with me, and before too long I knew that I would fall in love, and you would love me too. Each time my polka melody, I stop and think of how we met and how that little polka has become to me the sound I can't forget. Woo! Yes, Tinashe.
Polkas on the cruise ship.
Yes,
You gotta
indeed.
love that. So, hey, we got some polka events coming up here on November 9th. Fred Zwick and his International Sound Machine are going to be performing at the Bavarian House out in Deschler, Ohio, which is out west there. And don't forget, this is the final year for Fred Zwick to be performing with his International Sound Machine. So if you get a chance to get out and see him, that's your opportunity. November 9th, 3 p.m. at the Bavarian House out in Deschler, Ohio.
Okay, well, we got a tune coming up now that is kind of misdirected. It's called Gloss Harmonica, and there's no harmonica involved. It's a button box, I believe. Let's take a look and see what we have here.
There's now waking memories of sound.
Ray Silker!
Mellow and young, but truly to my heart. That was what she gave new to me. We were so very happy. The young and played that tune, and that was when we fell in love. Love, 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 love.
Very nice, very nice.
And I hear you had some interest in the local high school football there.
Well, the local Wadsworth Grizzlies did it again, undefeated.
The mighty Wadsworth Grizzlies.
Yes,
That's right.
indeed.
So, and actually, they finished 10-0, but also Highland and Buckeye in Medina County also finished 10-0. They're all ranked in the top 10 in Ohio football.
Wow.
But more importantly, the 136th annual Canton-McKinley Massillon football game took place down in Canton over the weekend. And unfortunately for Canton-McKinley fans, Massillon won their 10th straight in the series, but a very good game. They only won 21-14. McKinley had won 7 straight heading into the game, and they are the Federal League champions this year. So congratulations to both Massillon and McKinley, and of course Wadsworth, Highland, and Buckeye.
And don't forget the Brookfield Warriors, a great football team over in Trumbull County.
That's right. Yes, indeed.
Well, maybe we better move along here.
Probably, yeah.
Well, we got the Waitillas coming up, well, the Waitillas. This is one they play as the party is closing,
End
apparently.
of the night.
It's called The Last Dance Polka.
It's way down low while the band is playing slow. Dance the last dance with me tonight. Boast tenderly as we touched silently. Let my heart speak to you tonight. Say the last dance for
Okay, I think I misspoke there. That was not a polka, but a beautiful waltz.
The Last Dance by the Wojtylas. Looks like it was at the Polka Hall of Fame event too. So, hey, we mentioned elections coming up November 5th. So, of course, the politicians are getting their requests in this week. And Mike Reese requested a polka this week. He's too young to remember polka varieties, but he's been very active in Wadsworth, and he's even been to a couple of polka events at the Barberton Slovene Center. He's running for council in Wadsworth City Ward 1, so good luck to him. And we might mention those polka events at the Slovene Center Sunday, November 16th at 1 p.m. The Zolkas are going to be at the Polka Harvest Hop over at the Barberton Slovene Center. So what song did you cue up there for Mike Reese, Dad? What are we playing?
It's a wonderful place to enjoy polka music. It's a nice big dance floor, and I can vouch for the host there. It's a good friend of mine and a relative. My daughter Michelle is in charge of that. It's always fun. Okay, where are we on now? How about
the song for Mike Reese? That's
this
right.
is such a sad song. I don't know if we should even play it. It's In Heaven There Is No Beer. I can't believe that.
That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all our beer. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, you know, we like to hear from our viewers to let us know how we're doing and if there are any requests that they'd like us to play. And I guess we had a couple folks call in, is that right?
Well, had some folks stop by on Facebook and we mentioned a lot of different polka dances here. If you're ever looking for polka dance information, you can go out on Facebook and search for Polka Time Again, and we try and list all those events up there. And we had a couple of folks who stopped by this week. We wanted to recognize Josie Eli Exley from Kane, Pennsylvania, and accordion player Julie Jakolski Tabaj from, I think, the Sharon, Pennsylvania area stopped by. So thank them and to all the other Facebook visitors. And I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our biggest Facebook fans, Connie Coy, all the way up in Medina, Ohio, by way of Doylestown. She was celebrating her 36th wedding anniversary this month. So Connie, we appreciate you following us and liking our posts, and happy anniversary.
Okay. Well, this is not a good polka to play after that big spiel about the lengthy wedding, but we're going to play it anyhow. It's a tune called The Young Widow Polka.
By the Beat Polka Band.
Piękną wdowę ukochaną, która mówi wciąż, czy sprawi się mąd. Nie się pyta, ciężko tobie odżenasz się, a nie mówi, dał na mnie mruga, jak mówi bez słowa. Jestem młoda wdowa, tam krzyż gotowa, za młodego męża, który kocha mnie, bo serduszko moje nie da mi spokoju. Jeśli chcesz, to mów, dziś się zaręczymy, jutro rosł. Poznałem ja szczęście małokrotko, serce moje grzało, mój kochany mąż, zostały nie ma co. Teraz jestem smutna dama, bez miłości, nowa sama, co mi miłość da, kiedy już ją nie ma. Jestem młoda wdowa, tam musisz gotowa, za młodego męża, który kocha mnie, bo serduszko moje nie da mi spokoju. Jeśli chcesz, to mów, dziś się zaręczymy, jutro rosł.
Very nice, very nice.
The beat.
You know, we always like to hear from folks if they have any requests or want to mention a birthday or an anniversary. I guess we've had a few this week, huh?
We have all kinds of birthdays since we didn't get a chance to record last week. They've piled up, so we got a long list here. But Tom Moppin is celebrating the big 60th birthday there. Kim Zachary of Medina is celebrating, as is Morgan Fonts. Ed Unitas is celebrating his 90th birthday up in Medina. Bob Maholko and Amy Panchamarty are celebrating, as is the legendary Bill Beagle of Beagle Plumbing. And finally up in Medina, former Medina City Councilwoman Pam Miller. We also have down in Wadsworth, Deb Lockheed, Carol Tavanello, former Navy Chief Steve Treichler up in Talmadge, Ohio, has a birthday this week, as does Hinckley's Chief of Police, Dave Sentner, Chippewa Lake photographer Matt Platts, as well as percussionist Bob Matassi out in Austin Town are celebrating. And finally, accordionist Hank Thunender up in Bessemer, Michigan, and former Navy shipmate Ken Holdorf all the way up in Marinette, Wisconsin are celebrating birthdays. Happy birthday to them and everyone else out there celebrating.
Yes, and he had to throw that Navy in there.
A couple of Navies there.
I'm an old Army person myself, the real military.
There you go.
We don't go sailing around in the ocean enjoying life.
All those folks who couldn't get into the Navy, that's right.
We better move right along here. Let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, Jeff Pecan,
Yes.
My Little Girl polka for all the young ladies out there.
My little girl, you know I love you, and I long for you each day. My little girl, I'm thinking of you, though you're many miles away. I see the lane down in the wildwood where you promised to be true. My little girl, I know you're waiting, and I'm little girl, sing, Mark. I know you're waiting, and I'm coming back to you. Hey! Talking to your Croatian husband there, Bethany. Dream.
Very nice, very nice.
Jeff Pecan looks a lot like Del Sinchek there, but that's okay. Yeah. Hey, we're getting ready to head into November here, and so I wanted to mention the National Cleveland Style Polka Hall of Fame has their 61st annual Thanksgiving Polka Weekend coming up on Friday and Saturday, November 28th and 29th. They got an outstanding lineup of folks there, including Joey Miskulin, the accordion virtuoso from Nashville and Hollywood, Walter Ostanek, Canada's beloved Polka King, Hall of Famers Eddie Rodick and Kathy Ladd, Polka Hall of Fame Radio's Joey Tomsick, the Zolkas, Klansnick and Friends, the Festa Band, Bob Kravos, Mikey D, and more. They're going to kick off the festivities on Friday afternoon with dancing until midnight, and the celebration continues Saturday with a polka mass, and then the Polka Music Awards inducting the latest polka greats. And they also have the All-Star Accordion Jam on Saturday night with 5 bands, and also nationality dining and pop-up shops for music and other items. So celebrate Turkey Day the Polka way at the National Cleveland Style Polka Hall of Fame 61st Annual Thanksgiving Polka Weekend, Friday and Saturday, November 28th and 29th at the Holiday Inn in Independence, Ohio. It's always a great time.
Absolutely. I've been there once or twice. It's just never-ending polkas.
You and Joe were inducted there one year
That's
also.
hard to believe.
I know, it is hard to believe, but it happened.
Maybe we better move along here.
Probably.
We got Dwayne Malinowski coming up now. For all the fellows out there named Tony, I had an Uncle Tony, Tony Tesseruro. He's probably of Italian origin, wouldn't you think?
I would guess.
In any event, here it comes, Dwayne Malinowski, Tony's Polka.
Dwayne Malinowski out of Northwest Ohio.
Yes, sir. You want to handle this next one?
I do. Next one is actually a request. We had Del Sinchek sneak in there 2 songs ago where we thought we had Jeff Pecan, but we have Betty Montgomery, from the Youngstown area who requested some Del Sinchek, and so we're pulling up another one. This is from the same spot that last song was, which is from the 2013 International Polka Association Polka Festival in Independence, Ohio. This is Del Sinchek with Mozart's Polka. Boy, that Mozart's polka really gives them a chance to show off their accordion playing skills there. Huh? That's
Indeed.
a difficult one.
Well, it looks like we've come to the end of the line for this week, and we hope we managed to entertain you folks. And we hope to hear from you if you have anything you'd like us to play, right?
Absolutely, always.
Well, let's see. We're going to close out with a great group out of the Youngstown area, Bill Bevick and the boys. And I don't know where this came from around Youngstown because there aren't many plains around Youngstown.
They were out in western Ohio when they wrote this.
It's a tune called Across the Plains. Hope to see you next week at the very same time.
Don't forget to get out and vote Tuesday, November 4th. Have a great week.
that's all for the polkas right now, especially for Karen and Dick doing high.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.